So today we're going out hunting with my youngest son Casey. He just started hunting here the last couple years. He's kind of new to the sport. I took him out spring turkey hunting this past spring, and he's hooked on hunting. So hopefully I can keep him interested, and we can share a lot of good times in the outdoors. So with that being said, let's get to the action. Okay, we're out here, first day of Pennsylvania archery season. Out here hunting with my youngest son Casey. So far we've been walking for about an hour, and we've made it about 200 feet. Casey is stealthy like a ninja. He's probably the slowest woods walker that I've ever been around. We're going to press on, and maybe we'll make it to the tree stand just before dark. 2 deer right there. Did you still hear them? Oh, you see them. All right, we made it to the tree stand. And Casey's, your strategy of sneaking in stealthy like a ninja, really, it worked. We snuck right up on 2 deer, didn't we? Did you get to see them?
Yeah, I saw them, their tail and their head.
Yeah. We snuck right up on 2 of them. They never knew we were there until they saw us, and then they spooked. But we're up here at the tree stand. The wind is like blowing all over the place. Just spectacular. Yeah, just spectacular wind for hunting here. They can probably smell us from every direction.
Which direction the wind's
Alright,
coming.
throw it out there. See what happens.
It's going that way.
Yeah, it's going that way.
Wait, maybe.
So hopefully we'll get Casey his first deer ever tonight. For us to do anything with them. They have to get a lot closer to us. They might come this way though.
Deer.
There. Alright, be still. Is it looking at us? Yes, get ready. Stay on her.
I can shoot her in the line.
No, Casey. Listen, she's a little bit too far. She needs to come back this way.
Shoot now.
No, she's too far. Oh, there she went. So I'll condense this part of the hunt down for you a little bit. This is the part where me and Casey argue about how far the deer actually was. Casey has a little bit too much confidence in his abilities, but after grabbing the rangefinder, the deer was at 37 yards, and I stand my decision to not let him shoot. The worst thing that could have happened was him make a bad shot and it turned into an all-night rodeo chasing bad blood and maybe never finding the deer. Just be still. Get your hand up here by the trigger. Get to where you can see him in the scope. He's too far right now, but I think he's gonna come out. What's that sound? I hear a deer coming. Listen. Did you hear it? This is the pap recap. You gotta do the pap recap now. Stand up and tell Pap what happened. Alright, how to start out. We were sneaking up to the stand, and it took us like 45 minutes to get up there because Casey's so stealthy like a ninja. He had a stick that was like this long, but he was brushing the leaves away.
The big one.
Yeah, that was the one.
It's
yeah,
in the,
yeah.
in the
You saved the stick for next time, didn't you?
Yep. It's my hunting
And you were that's his hunting stick. He was brushing the leaves away, and then he would step there, and then he would brush the leaves and then step. The whole time. I think he was making more. You were making more noise doing that than it was just to step on. It was a real nice 8-point. But it kind of did the same thing. It came from where you have that stand that you like up further on the mountain.
oh, straight up. This
Yeah,
one?
yeah, straight up above where we were
Yeah.
at. That's where it came from. It came from there. Like came down towards us. Started working around and eating where those does were that were right in front of us. And I thought, well, it's going to do the same thing and hook that into the food plot. What never did, it just kind of stayed up on the mountain and went further out. And then at dark, the reason I called you is because two does, I don't know if they were the ones that we first saw that went straight up the mountain. They came back into the plot. And then a little while later, you could tell it was, I don't know whether it was the same buck we saw or a different buck. It came out and was just kind of like pushing them around, and
Oh,
it was really wide. Really wide. It was probably 18 inches wide. The one side looked really nice, and then it had a short, like G3 on its right side. Yeah, it was really nice.
that
When you came,
picture.
did you see the deer when you came into the food plot to
No,
fix
I was,
up?
I was coming around. I was trying to scare them when I.
Well, yeah, they just stood there for the longest time. If you wouldn't have driven towards them a little bit, they were just going to stand there. Yeah. So it was a pretty action-packed hunt. Saw deer the whole time we were there. Every like 5 minutes there were deer.
See a bunch of squirrels.
Saw some squirrels.
Was it?
And plus, when you came up there, you could hear deer in behind us walking around. I don't know whether they were the ones that winded us earlier, were trying to get back or what, but I don't think we buggered anything up too bad. So at last light, it was a little bit too dark for the camera. I couldn't get any footage, but we had a few does that were out in the plot, and probably that same buck came back out later in the evening. It was probably about 150 yards from us. But we could hear deer all around us, so much so that I called my father and got him to bring the side-by-side up and pick us up to kind of push them out of the plot so they didn't know where we were hunting, and so that we could sneak in there another night, hopefully this week. As you can tell, it's a little rainy here this evening, so I'm hoping the temperatures stay cooler and we'll have some more action coming your way. So get out there, make some memories that'll last a lifetime. Maybe not tonight. I'm starting to get soaked. I'm going in the house. See you next episode.